Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana 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 Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare जय राधा वृंदावन बिहारी, राधा वृंदावन बिहारी, राधा वृंदावन बिहारी, राधे राधे। राधा वृंदावन बिहारी, राधा वृंदावन बिहारी, राधा वृंदावन बिहारी। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, welcome to today's discussion on Krishna Leela. Today we are going to discuss from chapter 23, 10th canto, the Brahmana's wives blessed. So the text is on the board. We are going to read. Chaturvidham bahugunam annamadaya bhajanaihi abhisasru priyam sarva samudramiva nimnagaha. Chaturvidham bahugunam अन्नमादाय भाजनैः अभिसस्रु प्रियं सर्वाः समुद्रमिव निम्नगाः। चतुर्विधं बहुगुणम् अन्नमादाय भाजनैः अभिसस्रु प्रियं सर्वाः समुद्रमिव निम्नगाः। चतुर्विधं बहुगुणम् अन्नमादाय भाजनैः अभिसस्रु प्रियं सर्वा समुद्रमिव निम्नगाः। चतुर्विधं बहुगुणम् अन्नमादाय भाजनैः अभिसस्रु प्रियं सर्वा समुद्रमिव निम्नगा। माताजी। चतुर्विधं बहुगुणम् अन्नमादाय भाजनैः अभिसस्रु प्रियं सर्वा समुद्रमिव निम्नगा। चतुर्विधं of the four varieties, that which is chewed, that which is swallowed, that which is licked, and that which is sucked. Bahugunam, endowed with many rich tastes and fragrances. Annam, food. Adaya, bringing. Bhajanai, in large vessels. Abhisasru, they went forward. Priyam, for their beloved. Sarvaha, all of them. Samudram, to the ocean. Eva, just as. Nimnaga, the rivers. Translation: taking along in large vessels the four kinds of foods, full of fine tastes and aromas, all the ladies went forth to meet their beloved, just as rivers flow toward the sea. Purport: Srila Vishwanacharya Thakur explains that the wives of the Brahmanas experienced conjugal feelings towards Krishna, as if he were their paramour. Thus they could not be checked as they rushed to see him. Hare Krishna. So, this is a beautiful chapter which demonstrates that Krishna cares only for the feelings of the heart and he doesn't care for one's material designations. Bhakti is rather defined as sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti ruchyate. That means going beyond the conceptions of the bodily designations like color, caste, creed, nationality, education. So going beyond that, Krishna just sees the devotion in the heart, and one's educational qualification does not matter, one's intellect, how skillful one is, or one's social position does not matter. So that's what is demonstrated through this pastime. So it starts with Krishna's friends asking Krishna that we are very hungry, please feed us something. One of the expressions of or symptoms of love is those who have love, they never say that we have love and we want to serve you. As in English they say, action speaks louder than words. So they demonstrate it through actions, not through words. So naturally Gopas, they don't feel hungry, but they are concerned about Krishna Balram that they might be feeling hungry. So instead of saying that, oh, we are concerned that you too are very hungry, so please make some arrangement for yourself. They are saying, we are very hungry. Yeah, we are very hungry, therefore please make some arrangement for us. Because they knew that if Krishna Balram make arrangement for Gopas, automatically they themselves will also partake some prasadam. So they request Krishna Balram, Krishna Dushta Nibarhana, they call. Rama Rama Mahavirya, Krishna Dushta Nibarhana. Dushta Nibarhana means, oh, subduer of evil. So who is the greatest or subduer of demons? So who is the greatest demon? The hunger in the stomach is the greatest demon. Therefore please appease this demon in our stomach. Kill this hunger. Esha vai badate ikshunnas tat shantim kartum arhata. Usko ikshudha ko shant karo. Please pacify this hunger. So then he was thus requested by the Gopas, iti vidnyapito gopair bhagavan devaki sutaha bhaktaya viprabharyaya prasidan nidam abravit. And Krishna knew that his devotees, the Dvija Patnis, the wives of Brahmanas, they are cooking some meals for offering in yajna, not so far away from that place. If you have visited Vrindavan, there is one place called Bhatrol. How many of you have visited that place, Bhatrol? No? Okay, one. So next time probably you can plan your trip in such a way, yatra, that you will visit Bhatrol, and there the Lord is called as Bhatrol Vihari. Yes. I don't know whether that Bhatrol has something to do with Bhat. Bhat means rice in Marathi or also in Bengali. So Bhatrol Vihari. Okay, so so he asked the Gopas that you go to this Brahmana Patnis, they must have cooked very sumptuous feast, very sumptuous offering for the sake of yajna, and but you go to them and ask for rice only. uh, I'm sorry. What happens is Krishna desires to accept the love of Dvija Patnis through their offerings, but just to give them idea of what is it like to be scholarly but not having devotion. He first sends them to Brahmanas, like who are very scholarly, very pandit, but not disposed favorably towards devotion. So he sends them, first you go to the Brahmanas. He tells them to go to the Brahmanas and beg for rice. Okay, just plain rice. Probably with some ghee on top of it. So, Prayata Devayajanam Brahmana Brahmavadina Satram Angirasam Nama Yasade Swarga Kamyaya. They are Swarga Kamis. They want to go to heavens. So, therefore, doing some yajna. And please go to them and find out whether they want to give some donation to Krishna Balram. Janmashtami is coming. So, Tatra Gatva Odanam Gopa Yachata Asmad Visarjita and Kirtayanto Bhagavata Arya Samama Chabidam. If they don't seem to give, then tell them that Krishna Balram have sent us. So probably hearing our names, probably they will give. Some kind of influence people want to use, right? कोई बड़े व्यक्ति का नाम लेंगे तो काम हो जाता है. तो कृष्ण बलराम का नाम लो तो आपको चावल मिल जाएगा. हमारा नाम लो, ऐसा करके they are saying. So then they go to the Brahmanas, they offer dandavats to them, and they request for some rice and say that if you have faith in Krishna and Ram, please give some rice in donation as alms, because it is considered that danasya, what is it called? Bubukshita danasya patram, something like that it is called. It means that somebody who is hungry is automatically qualified to receive food. Somebody who is hungry is automatically qualified to receive food. Yeah. So in terms of food donation, one should not consider who is qualified, not qualified. Whoever is hungry is fit for donation of food. Okay. Of other things, one may have to consider patra. Who is fit for receiving it, who is not fit for receiving it. But for donating food, prasad, we distribute everywhere, right? To anyone. Even to enemies, it is considered food should not be denied. If they come begging at one's house. Okay. Danasya kshudita patram, something like that it is called. Danasya kshudita patram. One who is kshudita means one who is hungry. Therefore, it is usually considered that devotees should carry some prasad when they are in travel, so that when the beggar begs from you, it is kind of Paramatma sending him to you. So, so it's a duty of a devotee to offer something, maybe one roti, something. Like in travel, anyway, we carry something with us, right? But these Brahmanas, they say, oh no, what kind of audacity is this? That we haven't even started yajna and you people are asking for donation. अभी तो ऑफरिंग चालू नहीं है, हुआ पहुंच गए प्रसाद पाने के लिए. Then they actually Gopas knew that certain vidhi is over. After that, the food could be donated. Yeah. So then they tell the Brahmanas, although they haven't learned all the mantra, tantra, puja that is involved inside the sacrifice. So our acharyas comment, just by being Krishna conscious, one knows everything. Yes. So the Gopas knew all the intricacies of yajna that even Brahmanas did not know. Like Prabhupada would, one time some Vedic scholars came to meet Prabhupada and they told Prabhupada, we have read everything. We have read Rigvedas, we have Yajurveda, Atharvaved, Samved. So Prabhupada said, oh, you have read all the Vedas? Then who is the Supreme Lord according to Vedas? So the scholar said, that cannot be said because Vedas are very ambiguous about it. Sometimes they say worship Indra, sometimes they say worship Agni. The Rigveda, Ruchas, sometimes they glorify Om Agni Mire Purohitam. We worship Agni. Sometimes they say we worship Indra. Sometimes they say we worship Brihaspati. So it's not clear. So Prabhupada said, oh, you have read all Vedas and it's not clear to you who is Supreme Lord? Then Prabhupada calls for Saraswati. Saraswati, who is 4-year daughter of Shyam Sundar Prabhu. Who is Supreme Lord? And she says, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So Prabhupada said, you have read all the Vedas and you think that Vedas are ambiguous about telling who is Supreme Lord. And here is a small girl who hasn't learned even her alphabets, A, B, C, D. And she knows that Krishna is Supreme Lord. So Prabhupada, and these Vedic scholars felt a little offended. They said, that is fine, Swamiji, but she may not know why Krishna is Supreme Lord and how Krishna is Supreme Lord. So Prabhupada said, that is all right. Even Krishna doesn't know why he is Supreme Lord and how he is Supreme Lord. Because as soon as he starts measuring his potency, the potency grows even further. So they did not know the intricacies. They did not know they are doing yajna, but they do not know that Yajneshwar is Krishna. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha. So those who don't know me as I am, tatvenatash chavantite. Their sacrifice will be void, null. So they say, no, we won't give. They don't say anything actually. They don't pay any heed to the Gopas. They don't say yes, they don't say no. So finally the Gopas become morose and they come back. And Krishna pacifies them saying that Karyarthi should never become morose. Karyarthi means one who has some mission to be fulfilled. He should never feel disappointed because of some lack of success in some attempt. Yes. That's what who that Avadhut learns from one of the gurus to continuously keep working, right? From whom does he learn that? Arrow maker, yeah. Yeah, keep doing your stuff. Of course, that was more like for absorption. Doesn't matter what goes on in the world. Yes, so not syad uddamaha krutadhyami phalodayantah. So the lesson is intelligent person will persist until the result is obtained. He will continue till the result is obtained. At the same time, he won't be thinking that I am the controller of the results. Very interesting, right? Very balancing. He will work for the result. Yeah, because otherwise, what is the motivation? Yeah. But he doesn't think I am the controller or the enjoyer of the result. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadacha. Yet he has to work for the result. He cannot say that he has put all the endeavors that take to get the result. Yes? Prabhupada says, he gives a definition of enthusiasm. What is that definition? Endeavoring with intelligence. Yeah, that is enthusiasm. So, Krishna says, that is the nature of this world. Sometimes you will get what you desire. Sometimes your endeavors will be successful. Sometimes your endeavors will not be successful. But it doesn't matter. Krishna, when he went to Hastinapur for peace proposal, he stayed at whose house? You know? Vidura's house. And Vidura, feeling affection for Krishna, he says that, my Lord, please don't go to this Duryodhan. I know him from his birth. When he was born, all the donkeys started braying. And and many rishis, they told Dhritarashtra to give this elder son up, so that at least your 99 other sons will live happily. But Dhritarashtra was so attached, and this Duryodhana, I know him from his childhood, he is very plotting, he plots against, he has a very wicked mind, and he will not listen to your proposal. In fact, I fear that he will insult you or try to harm you. So what does Krishna say to him, He says, no, even if I endeavor for right cause, that's as good as completing it halfway through. That means if we endeavor for some right cause, if it is not successful, still we get half the credit of doing it. Krishna says that in Mahabharata. So you did your job of going to Brahmanas and asking for the alms, so you get the half the credit of doing the service. And now you go to the Brahmana Patnis and ask from them. Don't even ask from them. As they say in Hindi, समझने वाले को इशारा भी काफी है. Just tell them that Krishna is around. Just tell them that Krishna is around in this forest. So Gopals go to the Brahmana Patnis. It is mentioned that the Dvija Patnis. It is mentioned that these Dvija Patnis were actually, they were not having any sambandha, any conjugal relationship with their husband. Okay, their relation was only plutonic. You know what is plutonic? Right? It is called plutonic, right? Plutonic. The means not on the level of conjugal. Okay. And only for the sake of yajna, they were assisting their so-called husband. And whenever it is mentioned about the children, usually the children belong to their co-wives. Yeah, not their own children. Okay, whenever there is a mention of children. Okay, so this Brahmana Patnis has sole affection towards Krishna, and as soon as they heard that Krishna is hungry or Krishna is around, immediately what happened? Shrutva achyutam upayatam nityam tad darshanotsuka. Always they were eager to have darshan of Krishna. Tat katha kshipta manaso babhurvur jata sambrama. They started rushing. What to do, what to carry, what not to carry. Right? Because there were so many pots they had prepared. What to carry, what not to carry. Let's carry the whole thing. Let Krishna only choose what to accept. Tat kathakshipta manaso, from whom they heard that why they became eager to see Krishna, because they heard a lot about Krishna, and from whom they heard, it is mentioned Vrajastha Malika Adi Vanita. That means the garland making women, would travel from Vraj to Mathura, and in between this place is there, which is Bhatrol, where this pastime, I don't know the yagya, where exactly the Brahmanas were performing yagya. Is that place known? Bhatrol is the place where Krishna was there. Maybe some nearby place the Brahmanas were doing yagya. And and somewhere near only their residence was there, in between Vraj and Mathura. So this betel nut selling women, these garland selling women, they would travel from Vraj to Mathura every day, selling their garlands and other things. And they would take rest in the courtyard of this Brahmanical houses. And then they would discuss about Krishna. That, oh, Krishna was looking so beautiful today, like his bodily hue is like a emerald jewel, and his eyes are like lotus. Like that, they would discuss Krishna's roop, they would discuss Krishna's guna. Krishna is Nari Jana Manohari, Nari Jana Manohari. He attracts naturally the minds of women, and Krishna's Leelas. And as soon as they would discuss, the Brahmanis would overhear what they are discussing. And just by overhearing Krishna's pastimes, they developed eagerness to see Krishna. Nityam tad darshanotsuka. So then what did they do? This verse. Chaturvidam bahugunam annamadaya bhajanai abhisasru priyam sarva samudrami vanam nimnaga. Just like rivers don't pay any heed to any obstacle. They cross over all the obstacles to meet their husband, ocean. Right? Ocean is considered the husband of the rivers. So they cross over the dams, they cross over the little mountains, and they either cross above or by the sides or from the down. Yeah, there is Saraswati river which goes underground to to meet Ganga and Yamuna. Yes, so sometimes underground, sometimes from side, sometimes from the top, right? So similarly, a devotee avoids all the obstacles. Yeah, sometimes using the obstacle as advantage. That means on the top of the obstacle. Sometimes sidelining it, yeah, or circumventing the obstacle. They will try to serve Krishna. One time Srila Prabhupada was wanted to have some, I think Janmashtami advertisement only, or Hare Krishna advertisement. And it was, he told Gurudas Prabhu to put the banner out. So there was this, what is it called? The compound. Inside the compound was where Prabhupada, that quarter was there. And Prabhupada said, we will put the banner where his living room was, okay, outside it. And then Gurudas Prabhu, no, in this country this is not allowed to put banners outside. So Prabhupada said, but this is inside compound, so we can put the banner. Then Gurudas Prabhu said, no, but it's not allowed to put banners inside also. So Prabhupada said, no, but it is outside. It is outside our room, So Prabhupada was so eager to, find the loopholes into in the laws, so that Krishna's prachar could happen, So this is there by his example. Gurudas Prabhu writes it. So devotee wants to circumvent, or how do you mold the laws in such a way that law is also followed, and yet we can do Krishna prachar, right? All right. So what happened is they took everything that they cooked for Krishna, they took them to Krishna, and they were forbidden by their husbands. Nishidyamana patibhi bhratrubhir bandhubhi sa sutai bhagavati uttama shloke dirghashruta dhrutashaya. So, O King Parikshit, dirghashruta, you are very learned and you have heard a lot. But have you ever heard this kind of pastime? This kind of love that they completely disregarded their relatives and they just went towards Krishna? Only you can appreciate it, because you also did the same thing. You also rejected everything and just came to the banks of Yamuna to meet Krishna in the form of Krishna Katha. So that is the inner meaning of calling him Dirghashruta. Or another meaning is Dirghashruta Dhrutashaya. That means by hearing for some time, we may develop little attraction, but to develop eagerness for Krishna, we have to hear again and again. Dirghashruta. Or Dirgha could also mean with deeper understanding. We have to hear, not just superficially. And then they went to Krishna, they saw Krishna. They saw Krishna's beauty. How this Krishna's beauty is described. Shamam hiranya paridhim vanamalya barha dhatu pravala natavesham anuvratamse vinyasta hastamitarena dhunanamabjam karnotpalalaka kapola mukhabja hasam. Shamam hiranya paridhim, a dark complexion of Krishna, who was wearing golden garments. Vanamalya, wearing the Vaijayanti Mala. You know, it consists of 5 flowers. Do you know the 5 flowers? One is lotus, one is Kunda. I think Kunda is Mogra, I think. And then there is Parijat, and then there is Mandar, and then there is Tulsi. These 5 garlands, these 5 flowers together they put to make Vaijayanti Mala. So Vanamalya Barha. Barha means peacock feather. Dhatu Pravala Natavesha Manuvratamse. And Dhatu means different minerals by which Krishna's face is decorated, his body is decorated. And Anuvratamse, he was leaning on the shoulder of his friend with one hand. Vinyasta hastamitarena dhunanam abjam. With another hand, he was twirling a lotus. Okay? Why was he twirling a lotus? He was saying, my heart is like a lotus and it's in your hand now. Kind of symbolizing. Yeah. Symbolic sign language. Yeah, because it cannot be spoken in front. Gopas are there and it cannot be openly spoken. So it is spoken in terms of sign language. You know, one time I was in temple and some devotees were, some visitors, they came and they were standing in front of Krishna and they're making different movements. So I said, I felt little uncomfortable, so I approached one of them and I said, don't show your back to Krishna. Like, you know, you can do your stuff but don't show your back to Krishna. And then I felt so embarrassed because actually they were all physically disabled. I mean, they could not speak. They were all mute. Could not speak. Speech disability. So therefore they were kind of making sign language to come up with Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So it's like Hare Krishna, like Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So they were doing like that, and I was seeing from the distance. I was thinking, what are they doing? This, and this. So I just approached them, and then I felt so embarrassed. So I apologized to them, and then whenever they stayed for 2-3 days, whenever they would meet, we would do sign language Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And when you are happy, their language was this, you know, you are happy, like, you know. So, in a sense, Krishna is speaking with sign language to them. So, anyway. So, of course, another lesson for me is don't judge people from distance. You don't know what they might be doing. Go near, talk to them, and then you will find out some reality. All right, so what did they do? So, because they were amongst everybody, with through the door of their eyes, they brought their beloved Krishna in the room of their heart. And then they closed the eyes. That means they closed the door. And they embraced Krishna within their hearts. Okay? And gave up all the heat of separation that they felt from Krishna. And Krishna started speaking to them. Swagatam vo mahabhaga asyatam karavam kim. Welcome, welcome, all gentle ladies or girls. By the way, these Brahmana Patnis are all like of Krishna's age. They are also like Kishoris. Okay, Krishna is Kishore, they are Kishoris. So whenever you picturize this Leela, picturize Brahmana Patnis are also like of Krishna's age. Okay. So, Swagatam vo mahabhaga asyatam karavam kim. What should I do? What should I do for you? So, Yenna didrikshaya prapta upapannam idam hivaha. Very good that you came to meet me, he says. Then he says, Ahaitukya avyavahita bhaktim atma priya yatha. It's very nice that you have so much devotion for me, because that is the nature of, that is the constitutional nature of everybody, right? Okay. Prana buddhi manaswatma dharapatya dhanadaya yat samparkat priya asans tatak kono apara priya. But how is it appropriate, some may ask, for somebody else's wives to come and take away, not listening to their husbands, and take everything that was meant for yajna and offer it to Krishna? So why it is justified? Because prana buddhi manaswatma dharapatya dhanadaya. One's life, one's intelligence, mind, one's soul, one's wife, one's children, one's wealth, everything is dear because there is Krishna residing inside it. Yeah, this is what actually Yajnavalkya says to Gargi also, I think. Yeah, or no. Who is the husband of Maitreyi? I forgot. Yajnavalkya is Gargi's husband. Maitreyi's husband. Okay, whoever. That Rishi says to Maitreyi that in one Upanishad that husband is dear because there is Krishna within the husband. Wife is dear because there is Krishna within the wife. Son is dear because there is Krishna within that son. Wealth is dear because there is Krishna within the wealth. House is dear because there is Krishna within the house. And therefore, Atma vari drashtavya, shrotavya, mantavya, nididhyasitavya. And that famous statement, before that this whole discussion comes. And therefore, O Maitreyi, focus your attention on Krishna. Because if Krishna were not there, husband would not be dear, wife would not be dear, son would not be dear, wealth would not be there, one's own life would not be dear. Yat samparkat priya asans tata kono apare priya. So who could be more dear than Paramatma? So interestingly, Brahmanis are attached to Krishna's Nara Leela, just like the gopis. So why is he giving Aishwarya Gyan to them? That I am Paramatma in everybody's heart. That doesn't match with the emotions of Brahmanis, right? So what could be the reason? Can you guess before we discuss what Chakravarti says? Can you guess the reason why he is presenting Aishwarya Gyan to them? Like I am like Paramatma within everybody's heart. They want to reciprocate in the Nar Leela, right? They want to see Krishna as Gopavesh, Venu Kara, and they are attracted to that form of Krishna. You know it, the answer already. So, so I will give a chance to get those who want to guess. Yes, Abhay Garam. All right, that could be one reason. That could be one reason. Brahmanis will not pay attention only to that Paramatma talk. They will continue. Maybe just to test their devotion, some Aishwarya is presented and they will continue loving Krishna in Nara Leela as a Gopa. And that could be one very bona fide, I mean, a very possible reason. Yeah. What is there any another reason? Yes, bro. Yes, yes. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. Okay. This is exactly what it is. Thank you. Probably you are also going to say the same thing, right? Yeah. Yeah. We discussed this in Vidyapit. So, so yes, as Nitai Chaitanya Prabhu's guess is correct and it's in line directly with Chakravarti Path. So, yes, like Krishna said that Gopa Jati Krishna Gopi Preyasi Tahar Devi va Anya Stri Krishna na kare angikar. So Krishna accepted their conjugal love but not in a direct form, because their direct form is their current form is Brahmani's form and their social restrictions, and Krishna's personal reciprocation is with those. If you have Gopi Bhav, then you should have Gopi form also. So Krishna is telling them that in this life, like somebody meditates on Paramatma, you meditate on me in Gopa form only, but just like the yogis worship Paramatma. In that way, I will reciprocate within your heart, but not externally, like I reciprocate with gopis. That way, I cannot do it in this life. So, you continue worship like this, and next life you will get a gopi form in a Prakat Prakash, and I will perform leelas with you as gopi. I mean, as you will be the gopis. Okay. So that was the that was the catch behind why Krishna is presenting that. And Brahman Patni is exactly the same thing Krishna says to the gopis also before the rasa. Oh, you have seen the beauty of the forest, now you go back. They did not go back. But when he says to Brahmanis, now you have seen everything, you have seen me, now you go back. So Brahmanis go back. So here Acharya says, both have love for Krishna. One should not think that, oh, Brahmanis do not have love and therefore they, when Krishna said go back, they went back. No. Both understood Krishna's heart. In Gopi's case, Krishna tested them by saying go back because he literally really wanted them to stay back. Okay? And Gopis did exactly that. And in Brahmani's case, Krishna tested them by telling them to go back because Krishna wanted them to go back and continue their devotion in heart, not physically, wanting association of Krishna. And they did that. So whatever Krishna wanted, Gopis also did that, understanding his heart, and Brahmani Patnis also did, understanding his heart. So both have love for Krishna. The expression of that love was different because Krishna wanted some different thing from both of them. Okay? And so what happened, the dialogue between them. Now you go to your husbands, so-called husbands, because truly speaking, I am only your husband. Swami, Pati, Yagyapati, Dhyampati, Satampati. He is only the Pati. So, Shriyapati, Yagyapati, Dhyampati. So, the Dvija Patnis are saying, Maivam vibhorhati bhavan gaditum drisham. So what are you saying? Like, make your words true. Ye yathamam prapadyante tan sathaiva bhajamyaham. So, we have come to your lotus feet and you are rejecting us. So he said, I'm not rejecting you. I'm just thinking about the future. That if I take you back to Gokul, the gopis will feel envious of you. So the Brahmani says, we don't want to compete with gopis. We just want to serve gopis. Maybe we'll become their dasis. But Krishna says, but gopis will not accept Brahmanis as dasis. So they say, okay, we will stay in the forest then. As Vana Devata, the forest goddesses. Yeah, we won't go back now. We are not Bantashi. We are not going back now. So Krishna says, no, don't worry. They will not see you as wife anymore. Their wife anymore. They will see you as Guru from this point onward and give respect to you. And they will accept you. So you go back. And he says, Na prite anuragaya hi anga sango nrunamiya. Just my close association is not the criteria to attain my love. But tanmano mai unjana. Absorbing one mind in me will be the cause of attaining me. So attaining Krishna, attaining Anurag for Krishna is more important than attaining Krishna. Therefore our prayojan is not Krishna. Our prayojan is Krishna Prem, right? So one who has Krishna Prem, automatically Krishna comes running after that person. Therefore what does Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur say? Don't try to see Krishna, try to serve Krishna in such a way, try to develop in a sense love for Krishna that Krishna wants to see you now. So there is one. So then the Brahman Patnis, they become satisfied with reciprocation with Krishna, they go back. And there is mention of one case study, one particular Dvija Patni who could not go to meet Krishna, who was stopped by her husband, and then she gave up her body and immediately entered into Aprakat Leela, where she obtained a gopi's form and she could reciprocate conjugal pastimes with Krishna. So our acharyas explain here that both are fortunate. It's not that only that Dvijapatni is fortunate and other Dvijapatnis have to wait. No. Both are fortunate because both of their bodies are spiritualized by Krishna's clans. Because both are, because Brahmana Patni is Shukadev and Bali. These are the examples of Krupa Siddhas. So they did not have to do any sadhana. Their Shravan was not also as a part of sadhana. Their Shravan was just, they heard about Krishna. That's all. And that is how they developed love for Krishna. So it was Krupa Siddhi for them. Okay. And then other Dvija Patnis are also equally fortunate, they say, as this Dvija Patni who immediately entered into Krishna's pastime. Why? Because one attained immediate union, others attained the service in separation. So there is no difference between service in union and service in separation. So from that point of view. And when the Brahmanas saw that, oh, their wives have developed love for Krishna, ecstatic symptoms, they exclaimed, Dhik janma nas trivid vidyam, dhik vratam, dhik bahudnyatam, dhik kulam, dhik kriyadaksham, vimukhaya adhokshaje. Oh, to hell with our education, the hell with our expertise of performing yajna, the fire upon our born in aristocratic family. Why? Because vimukhaya adhokshaje. We turned our back to Krishna. How come these women who never went to Gurukul, who never studies 4 Vedas, and they have developed love for Krishna? Aho pashyata narinam Krishne jagad gurau. So somebody may say, oh, you are their husbands. How can you say, how are you praising your wife's affection for somebody else? So he says, he is not somebody else, he is Jagat Guru. For any woman, husband is worshipable because he is representative of Krishna, therefore he is worshipable. Then what to speak of when Sakshat Krishna comes in forward? Yeah. And then they were thinking of, we will also go and surrender. But immediately the fear comes in their heart because they haven't obtained yet Anurag. So therefore fear comes. If Kamsa comes to know, Kamsa's spies are everywhere. If they go and tell Kamsa that these Brahmanas they are surrendering to Krishna, probably our life will be in danger. So therefore they did not go and surrender to Krishna immediately. So that is the pastime of Dvija Patnis, Anugraha, Krishna showing Anugraha to Dvija Patnis, and many beautiful insights Acharyas are giving, that it is Krishna's desire which is most important, like not the way we want to serve Krishna, but the way Krishna wants us to take service. That is one. Another is hearing about Krishna leads to eagerness of attaining Krishna. And another is Krishna is very expert, and he knows whatever nourishes the pastime, he will act accordingly. And he expects us to be patient and absorb our minds in Krishna. And even while staying in this world, even while doing our duties, Chaturvidam Bahugunam Annamadaya Bhajane Abhisasru Priyam Sarva Samudramiva Nimnaga, giving attention to Krishna like the rivers flowing towards the ocean. So with that we will conclude. If there is any question we will take, otherwise we will conclude here. All right. Yeah, one question. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. We can see that these Brahman Patnis, like they were concerned about that what their husband will say. But in the other case, when Gopis they came and Krishna told that go back, they were not concerned about that what their husband will say. So how you will like?
Okay. Brahman Patnis were concerned because Krishna is telling him to go back to your husband. So our husbands will not even accept us. Our family members will not even accept us. That's what they are saying. And we also don't want them to accept us. Like, we want to stay with you. Like, in that mood they are saying. So both are unconcerned actually. Even the gopis are unconcerned. But because that Leela Shakti gives them understanding that, oh, we are married to somebody, like that, It develops an understanding in them. For the sake of this Parakiya Bhav Leela to happen. Okay? And therefore the gopis, although they don't show any concern, they are afraid of their husbands and in-laws, because they don't know that their so-called husbands don't know. Get in the word? So in case of gopis also, even their shadows are not touched by their so-called husbands. Okay? But the Yog Maya arranges a pastime where they are needed to go back to their houses. Right? And they also feel, uneasy, uncomfortable, going to having to see their in-laws and etc. But they say that, that is the way we have to serve Krishna, that is the way we have to serve Krishna. We leave it to destiny now. You get in the point? So that is how the Krishna's Leela with gopis go on. And here in Brahmani's case, Krishna is telling them, just this lifetime you spend remembering me. Okay? And then therefore Krishna is assuring them that they won't become envious of you. In fact, they will see you as Guru. Yeah? And appreciate that. Okay? In Gopi's case, the husbands won't see Gopis as guru. That is a difference, you see. Okay. So we'll conclude here. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्री कृष्ण लीला की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.